everyone, my name is Japs. I'm MissInformation.blog on Facebook, Instagram, and my website. I'm glad to see you again today. For this video, I'm gonna share with you my Dior Forever collection. So let's start with the very first Dior Forever product that I got, and that is the Dior Forever foundation. So basically, I know about the Dior Forever products since I got addicted to Dior around 5 years ago. But I was not interested in this particular line. They'd always tell me that Dior is for customers who are around their 20s, at least for younger age. And I'm actually convinced that the best line for me is the Capture Total, because I was around 30, I believe, that time, and they encouraged me that the best option for my age and for me to have the best protection and skincare benefits is to actually buy the Capture Total line. And actually, I was really loyal to the Capture Total line. Up to now, I'm using their skincare. But when I was introduced to Dior Forever, I'm actually quite hesitant at first because you really know that it's quite a downgrade. You're supposed to try Dior Capture Total and then move on to Prestige instead of going back to product line lower. This is unexpected for me to actually try this line. But for some reason, they reformulated their Dior Forever line. So one of the reasons why I actually got curious about Dior Forever is because, one, this is the only line they have that actually has a cool undertone. And when I found out that I have a cool undertone, I immediately asked them if they have any foundation that has a cool undertone. And one of the reasons why I've been using neutral undertone for 5 years is simply because the Capture Total line doesn't have any cool undertone, and so my option is only the neutral undertone. So that's one of the reasons why I wasn't able to really know what my undertone is. When I found out that they have a cool undertone for the Dior Forever line, despite the downgrade in terms of the product line and pricing, I decided to try it. And when I tried it, I got addicted to it. And there's really a good reason why I got addicted to Capture Total and never left that line. It's simply because it has skincare. Whenever I have acne, it cures my acne. And I love that it has skincare benefits already. But when I checked on Dior Forever foundation, it also has the same benefits. Probably if there's a bit of difference, it's because Capture Total has anti-aging while Forever doesn't have. But in terms of having an acne-prone skin, I guess this is one of the best foundations that Dior has in terms of acne protection, or the ability to actually treat acne as well. So this is Dior Forever Skin Glow Foundation. They have matte and they have glow. I was able to try the matte version, but I did not like it that much because I've been using matte for a long time, and for some reason I love the glow it gives me. I usually have dry skin. It's better to have a glowing skin rather than a matte skin when you actually have a dry skin. It took me a long time to actually decide if I'm gonna buy it or not, but eventually I decided to buy it, even though I have a lot of samples here at home. I have a lot of foundation samples here at home. I decided to get this as soon as possible simply because I just love and miss its coverage, its ability to actually treat my acne. It does not oxidize. I thought it was an impulse at first. After using it for months now, I'm really glad that I switched to this line, and that caused me to actually collect everything in the Forever line. In terms of skincare, I'm still using Capture Total. In terms of makeup, I think I'm starting to collect Forever lately. This is how the foundation looks like. It's Forever Skin Glow It's 30 ml. I'm allergic to SPF, but this has SPF 35, so I can still manage it. I've been using it for 3 months now, at least twice or thrice a month. I was able to finish around 25% of the 30 ml. Let's see what the box tells us about the product. Dior takes long-lasting perfection and radiance to the next level with Forever. 24 hours of seduction with sensational skin-caring hydration at heart. Long-wear obsession, a perfect complexion for 24 hours non-stop with flawless coverage. 24 hours non-stop coverage, I guess no, but it can handle at least 8 to 10 hours without making my pores obvious. I love that it doesn't cake and it doesn't crack my skin. It doesn't clog my pores. It's so lightweight that you don't actually think that there's something on your face. When I found out that it has water in it, I was quite scared that I'll break out, because usually when there's water or gel in my skincare or makeup, I usually break out. And I'm glad that even though Forever has water most of the time in their makeup, I did not break out or did not react at all. And I'm just glad that this is actually the starting point of the addiction for this line from Dior. Skin True Perfection, beautifying pigments, adjust to skin tone, exactly, for a sensually enhanced complexion with an imperceptible makeup look and feel. This voluptuous formula, which includes weightless, concentrated moisturizing agents, prevents drying and improves complexion quality day after day. Yes, I agree. This is why I opt for this one, because it actually makes your skin look like it's younger and glowing, though it doesn't have any anti-aging ingredients in it. But at least the ingredients are not harmful, and at the same time it has ingredients that are actually good for your skin, like the pansy extract that will protect your skin and also help in treating your acne. So this is the first product I got. And then next one is the cushion. Okay, for Forever cushion, they don't have the cool undertone here, at least in our country. So I opted for the lightest, which is 0N. But I went back and forth if I'm gonna buy it or not. I don't want to buy it simply because I know cushions. I know I don't have a perfect skin, and it's gonna be really hard to cover my flaws if I'm gonna buy a cushion. Since Heart always patronizes Dior, I had much love and more passion for Dior simply because she also uses it, and because I love Heart and I love that she also loves Dior. Despite the hesitations I have, I still opted to buy it, and I did not regret it. I tried their cushions like 3 or 4 years ago, and I did not become a fan, again because of coverage, the fact that I don't want to deal with sponges, and I don't want to make dot. I don't want something that I think is not that useful in my bag. Like, imagine you cannot use this as a concealer because coverage is not that good. You cannot use it as a powder because it will cake. But still, we're in a pandemic right now, and Heart bought it, and so I'm gonna buy it anyway, and let's see if it's gonna work for me or not. And I did not regret it. I'm really happy I bought it. So I will show you first how it looks like. Okay, I can't afford for now a Diormania bag. It's really expensive, but this is the only way I can get anything that has a Diormania print, and so I bought it for myself. And when I finally decided to buy it, this is the last stock that I got, and it's in 1N, which is not my color. At Capture Total, I was actually around 2N, and it was so yellow and orangey. When I used this 1N, it's not really orange or darker, but tends to get a bit brown when I use my bronzer. So the perfect color should be 0N at least. I'll show you first how it looks like. And when you open it, it has a sponge. It says Dior. And when you open it, that's where the cushion is, where the foundation is kept inside. If you're gonna ask me, okay, I guess the Forever foundation and the cushion foundation has the same benefits. I don't know why did heart buy it anyway. I bought it because one, it has a Diormania print, and this is the scariest part because it's like yearly. They tend to come out with different patterns. I really love the scent. Compared to Capture Total, I love the scent of the Forever line. It's not bothersome, and I love that it's very lightweight. It teaches you to love your skin and to show your skin. Capture Total is really addicting because coverage is just the best. And so when I switched to Forever, it was like, oh my gosh, I can see my pores again, or I can see my real skin again. But it's okay. I enjoyed showing my skin and not opting out to actually have full coverage and look flawless, though I actually am not. The difference that they have is, aside from the fact that the other one has glow and the other one is matte, I like that the cushion is compact, of course. At first I was really hesitant because it's actually hard to use the sponge. It can actually accumulate dirt that will cause you acne. When you get a product from the cushion, you won't get a lot. And who knows how much product is actually inside it? Who actually knows what's inside the cushion, right? And that's one of my paranoia, not having the ability to see how much cream or foundation is inside the product. One thing you just have to be really careful is that you have to make sure that it's closed and it's sealed well so that the cushion is protected. Also, whenever you use it, I just actually use my fingers. It's better to use your fingers to get the foundation inside the cushion. Just press your fingers and then spread it all over your face. It's gonna give you a matte / glow skin. And yes, coverage is really not that good compared to the Forever foundation. This one, at least, I tried to use it after a long day. I had a Bible study and I did a lot of things, and after like 6 to 8 hours I used this to touch up, and it looks good on me. It's like a concealer and powder in one. And the best thing is that it's very easy to use, especially when you just use your fingers. You have to dab your fingers and then apply it on your face. Again, dab, don't rub it in, because if you rub it, it's not gonna have a coverage, or the pigment is not gonna be that good. And so you just have to dab it as well on your face, and so there's heat on your body and then it's gonna be applied on your skin. It's better. And I like that it doesn't leave any print on my face. It does not gonna make your skin cakey. It's just good. Actually, it's beyond my expectations. And because again of the ingredients that Forever Skin Foundation has, it also treats my acne. So what else do I need? The best part also is that you can actually refill this cushion, and let's say it's empty already, you can still use the Diormania pattern and buy a different color or a different shade. Maybe I can buy 0 and next time. It's very economical and sustainable, and at the same time you can reuse your Diormania pattern forever. This is where my addiction to cushion started. Even though the coverage is not as good as the Forever foundation,
oh my god,
it can actually last for around 8 to 10 hours because it looks good. It's your real skin, not flawless. It can hide pores but not completely hide it, but it shows real skin. That's why I love everything about this one. So this is the Diormania edition from last year. Next, for this year, I bought these 3 together. So the first one is the Ever Perfect Cushion in 0N. So I got the best color that is possible for me. This one is gold, so they call it the gold edition. It has gold. It's very thick. It seems like leather. This is embossed in gold font. When you open it, just as the same as Forever and Dior. And again, when you open it, the cushion is inside. This is my shade, closer to 1CR. At first I was like, I think this is not the perfect shade for me because I turned a bit yellow. So for 1N, I turned a bit brown, a bit. Because for 2N, I really turned to orange. So 0N made me look yellow, again because it's a neutral undertone. For some reason, though it does not oxidize. 1CR is the ultimate perfect shade for me. Even in other brands, it's usually cool undertone, either 1 or 2. That's the perfect match. So when I tried 0N, I was scared because it looks yellow on me, but it's just the first reaction of my skin. Eventually, when I use the bronzer or the blush on, it's gonna change and it's gonna be perfect. Just don't forget to use or add more colors just so yellowish will diffuse. In time, it won't oxidize. That's the best part. Once I can go out of the house already, I will pattern my cushion depending on the clothes I'm wearing. Isn't it cute? It's like that. I'm gonna have a pictorial with my cushion every other time. I think that's the plan. So excited. And if ever I have the chance to actually buy another one, will I choose 0N or 1N? I'm still gonna use 0N because it's closer to my undertone, and also at least I don't look brown. But if I have a choice, yes, I'll choose 0N. Last year, the price is 3,850. Now it's 3,800. They charged us more this year. It doesn't look like you're wearing makeup. I guess that's the best part. And it doesn't clog your pores. This is why I'm really addicted to it. The uniquely refreshing texture encloses a deeply hydrating core that prevents drying for 24 hours. UVA, UVB filters protect the skin's quality and beauty day after day. It has SPF as well, 35. If there's one disadvantage of this is that whenever you use your fingers to dab and get product, your fingers will get dirty. It instantly wipe the dirt you have on your fingers. If you use the sponge, there's a chance that it will get dirty. It will actually cause more acne on your skin, or you have to wash it every other time. That's why I suggest for you to use your fingers so that the problem is lesser. You just have to wipe your fingers, and actually it looks way better compared to using a sponge, believe me. So last year they came up with another cushion, and this is the cushion powder. So I was like, I really want it because I think I'm on the road to collecting their cushions, but I'm just in denial. I asked my husband, do you think I can buy this one? And he said, why do you need one? You have a cushion foundation already. So yeah, I said, yeah, okay. This year when they came up with the cushion powder, and this time it's really a powder with coverage, I'm not sure if my husband will like it. I actually asked my husband if he's gonna buy it for me, and he said, I don't think you actually need to buy one. So that was around December, and around February he saw this again. I believe Dan sent this to me, and he said, do you like to buy that? We're gonna collect the cushions. So it's really funny because at first he said no, and then I'm in denial that I think I'm already collecting the cushions, and then he said yes to this. So I'm so happy deep inside. But even though I'm happy, I'm quite hesitant that it's not gonna serve its purpose, because I won't need a cushion powder while I'm at home, because technically the very use or advantage of the cushion powder is that you can bring it outside, the coverage is good, and you have a setting powder anywhere. But now that I can't go out of the house, what's the use of this? Well, I can actually collect it and I'm happy, so I guess it's okay. But at the end of the day, the very purpose of this cushion is that you can go out of the house, use a setting powder without mess, because this is how it looks like inside. So this is how it is. It's nice and more chic than the other two. So inside it, again, just like the cushions, this sponge, this time it's puffier. And when you open it, there it is. There. That's where the powder is. It's underneath the mesh. There are disadvantages as well. Like one, I don't like that it has mesh, because though I understand that they really have to put the mesh because it's cushion, and at the same time there shouldn't be a mess, and the idea is that you can use it anywhere. The problem with the mesh is that it takes a long while to get a product. And I guess that's a plan. If you need to set your makeup, you need a little bit of product. And it takes a while. You have to put an effort. Like if it takes me 5 minutes to do my application of a usual setting powder, for this cushion, it takes me like 10 to 15 minutes. I did not use my puff sponge again, but I used my brush. So what I did is that they said here you have to shake it, then you can just get the product. I did not do that. So what I did is that I just dipped the brush on the mesh, and whenever I do that, it pops out. But it's so little, it's so few, that it's just enough for one side of your face. And if you want to build it, you really have to put an effort. 2 for my neck, 2 for my cheeks, 2 for my other cheeks, and then my forehead, another 2, and then the middle, like the nose and this. It's compact, it's a cushion, it has a mesh, it's meant to be used for quick touch-ups. And I think when I'm outside, the tendency is that I don't need that much product. I don't need that much powder. And also, if ever I need powder, it's more like to clean or to set my makeup, not really that much to cover up. So it's okay, it's understandable. But if your purpose is to use this cushion as your main setting powder, you're gonna be disappointed, because you know when you're used to actually just get a powder, just do that. There's a powder on your setting powder container, and then you get a lot, and then you have a lot of powder on your face, and you leave it there. You won't see that. You won't even think that this powder, I'm gonna show you, just so you would understand what I'm trying to say. Okay, so when you touch that, you won't get any product. There's some, but it's not enough to actually cover. So if you, there. So if you dab or strike your cushion like that, the powder will come out. But of course, that's not how I do it. What I do is that I do this, I actually scratch the cushion just so more products will come out. So as you can see, this powder now on the mesh, on top of the mesh, number 1 already. So I hope you understand why I need application number 2. I just do that, and the coverage is so small. It is buildable, not at all cakey. It's very thin, and there's no cast. The color of this powder is fair, the lightest color in their line, but it doesn't leave any color on my face, really. Or maybe it's really the perfect shade for me. Texture is really thin, to the point that you won't even feel that there's powder on top of your face. And also, when you see setting powder, this texture, at some point there's thickness. You'll feel thickness or a bit of heaviness. But I guess this is the lightest texture of a setting powder I've ever seen. I mean, come on. I don't even see it. I don't think you'll see it even if I zoom it in. You won't see it. Like when I used this earlier, I have lotion on my hands. And when I tried to get the powder using my hands, right now it feels matte. It's not satin anymore. And yet, you won't see it. Yes, coverage is not the best. You need to put an effort to get more products. I'm not a fan of that mesh thing. But the fact that your skin looks good, it still looks like skin. Your face looks so clean, and it doesn't feel heavy. I don't know what plus are you still looking for from a cushion powder or from a setting powder? Let's see what the box says. A precursor in long wear high perfection, allied with skincare, Dior Forever has created cushion powder, the ultra fine and fresh loose powder for long wear natural perfection at any time of day. I'm not sure if it's just me, but earlier when I used it, there's a minty feeling. Fresh and silky texture sets makeup and gives the complexion a subtle, velvety glow with no powdery effect. Yes, no powdery effect because texture is really thin. I'm gonna use this when I go out or when I want to touch up, but not as my main setting powder whenever I do my makeup. Okay, last product is not a cushion anymore, but it's also part of the Forever line. It's the Forever Skin Veil SPF 20 Primer. Extreme wear and moisturizing base correction, protection, and illumination. SPF 20. So this is how it looks like. Again, same color as the powder. So cool. My first impression about it is that it leaves a bit of color when you apply it. Maybe because it has SPF 20. Your face will turn a bit white. And I thought it will last that long. But no, it's gonna be absorbed by your skin. Pores will immediately be perfected. You'll feel a bit of weight or thickness of the skin. Not that much, but there is thickness. And then when you apply the foundation, your skin will look more perfect and it's gonna cover up a lot. The primer alone is best to cover imperfection, but when you add Forever foundation, it's already a good combination. Forever creates Skin Veil SPF 20, a makeup base with extreme wear and hydration that offers correction, protection, and illumination in one application. I like that it does not oxidize. It made my skin a bit white. I don't think it has a color or a tint. No, it's not tinted at all. I like that even though it feels a bit thick at first, it did not absorb the makeups on my face. Like the blush on the bronzer, it just sits on top of the makeup. And I like that it did not have a white cast. It has SPF 20, but it did not leave any white cast on pictures. I like that even though there's primer, my skin is still showing. My real skin is still there. And I have acne right now. You can still see it, right? It does not absorb a lot of product. That's why it actually makes my makeup stay longer. Even the highlighter, it stays on top of my makeup. And that's one of the best things about this one. It's not matte, so it doesn't have like a 3D texture. And so far, I have it on my skin for like 6 hours now. And the makeup is still okay. This is smell, and it's the same smell that I smell from other Forever products. I love that my skin did not feel itchy when I applied it. It says here, long wear protection, it's weightless, cream texture, it corrects, smooths, and even skin for a flawless complexion. Infused with illuminating oils, I thought it's gonna be really velvety because I was able to try something like this from Estee Lauder, but it's not. It's actually like semi-matte. The texture, I'll try to run it. It's a bit thick as well. So if you actually blend it, it's gonna look like this. So there's a white color there. Also buildable. But yeah, there's still that white thing. But once you put the foundation on, the foundation cushion on, the powder, there's no white cast at all. I actually took pictures with flashlight earlier and there's no white cast. I actually thought it's gonna be really wet, like the cushion glowing, but it looked like semi-matte. And it's okay because the Forever Skin Glow is already radiant. As a bonus for this video, I'm gonna share with you my mini Dior collection. Technically, this is not a collection because the only thing I bought here is my Miss Dior, and the others are actually freebies or samples from Dior Aura. Thank you again, Kath, for sending me these samples. I've been addicted to my Tiffany perfume for 2-3 years now, and even though I actually love my J'adore perfume that I've been using for like 2 years, I stopped using it because of Tiffany. But now that we're in lockdown for like a year now, I noticed that my Tiffany perfume became brown. It's supposed to be a clear color. It became brown. The smell became musky. It's strong from its flowery scent. It became musky. It became strong, more like J'adore. Because of that, I got really disappointed. And also, I stopped using or wearing Tiffany at some point because whenever I smell it, I feel sad because I remember the days when I'm actually out and I'm happy. So that actually made me try other brands. I was able to try Hermes, Versace, and Narciso Rodriguez. And I love them. I love them all so much. It's just that I want my perfume to make me happy, to exude happiness and joy and boost my energy. And there was a time around January that I got addicted to scents. I'm glad that Dan sent me a sample of the Miss Dior Rose and Roses. It's really good. I love the smell. And I asked my husband if it's possible for him to buy me Dior Rose and Roses perfume. And he said, you have a lot of perfumes and the Tiffany perfume you got is still big. Actually, because of that, I really thought to myself, I shouldn't have bought a big bottle because that's the very reason that I can't buy a new one now. It's like I got tired of it. Like before, it's not my thing to collect a lot of perfumes, but because of this pandemic, for some reason, it makes me want to have a lot of scents, to have a lot of options, just so my energy will be boosted or I'll find joy at some point in some other things here at home. So when I smell Dior Rose and Roses, I really love it. It gave me a lot of energy and happiness and I want to wear it like every day. But apparently my husband decided eventually to buy me the roll-on at least. It's Miss Dior Rose and Roses Roller Pearl. Not sure if it's really a pearl inside it. It says On the Go Fragrance by Dior. A glass bottle topped with a delicate, oh, pearl. It's really a pearl. For discreet and sensorial fragrance application. Wrap yourself in the sparkling floral scent of Miss Dior Rose and Roses anywhere, anytime. It did not say anything about the scent, but this is how it looks like. Look, look, look! Oh my gosh, it's so cute, right? I am in fact a spoiled wife. I love it. I'm not a fan of a rose scent. I mean, J'adore is not rose or it doesn't have a floral scent. But after Tiffany, it made me switch and want mild scent like this. I'm not really a fan of teenage popper scents, but for some reason, it makes me happy. And I guess that's one of the reasons why you buy a perfume. If it makes you happy, go and buy it. Okay, so I want to thank Kath for giving me a sample of this. It's my first Maison perfume. It's Rose Gipsy. If there's a reason why I won't buy a Maison perfume, it's because of their container, because it doesn't have any spray. It's just the bottle. No spray, no roller. It's just like this. And then the name of the perfume. Very simple, but the box is very elegant, and that's what I'm trying to get. Maison is very expensive as a whole. It's worth it. Packaging and all, it's very different and very elegant. If I'm gonna compare the Maison perfumes and the Miss Dior and J'adore I got, it's not the same. I'm not sure if it's still oil-based because it feels like water. And earlier I put it on this area, and whenever I put my makeup on, I can smell it. But it doesn't really give me joy or excitement, or it doesn't boost my energy. It's more like elegance in a bottle. I'm not gonna give it away, but it's something that I'm gonna use when I wanna feel strong or fierce. Rose Gypsy. It's a fragrance with a name that conveys the image of a dancing rose. Interesting. Its swirl of petals fans out like a fabulous dress. A delicate and poetic olfactory creation in which the rose reveals its identity before being picked at the height of its refinement and perfection. It conveys the emotion felt upon receiving a bouquet of fresh roses. Really, I'm wondering why I don't smell roses. It's connected to couture, and so that's why one of the reasons why I said it smells like elegance. It's like a strong flower, but I really don't smell rose. It's really elegant in the bottle, that's what I can say. If you're gonna ask if I'm gonna buy it for myself, no, at least for now. Okay, next, Jasmine Des Anges. Okay, just like, okay, I think this is better. Even earlier, this is my favorite. It smells like milk with a hint of citrus. Like custard cake. Not flowers, but more like food. I'm reminded of food. Let's see what the website says. The fragrance Jasmine Des Anges is like a stroll through the fields of jasmine and grass. Where the scent of the flower fills the air, the fragrance is rooted in the south of France. A concentrate of indulgence and spontaneity. A few drops of the fragrance are enough to prolong the pleasures of summer. A delicious jasmine with apricot aromas. So I'm right, it's fruity, but I'm wrong that I thought it's not floral. Stripped of its quality, the jasmine in the fragrance is magnificent. Here, the flowers that are drenched in sunlight all summer long take on creamy, honeyed apricot notes that give the fragrance a fruity fullness. Ooh, interesting. So just like Miss Dior Rose and Roses, I guess, because it has fruity, floral scent. But Rose Gypsy is more like floral as well. This one is more like, I think, more floral with a bit of citrusy, but I really don't smell the flower at first. Maybe because it's jasmine, so I'm really not that familiar. Its fragrance trail lingers in the air like the late summer. Okay. For me, it still smells like custard and cake and milk. I really smell the fruit though. I like that when I put my makeup earlier and whenever I smell it, it makes me smile and makes me hungry. It makes me feel a bit vibrant, like excited. That's what it gave me. You know for a fact that, hey, that's jasmine. You know that's the perfume I smelled earlier. It's very distinct and it's addicting as well. But it's just that if I'm gonna compare it with Miss Dior and Tiffany and Jadot, it's like I'm very picky in terms of perfumes, and it's more like my decision is based on how it made me feel instead of how it really smells. That's what it is. Because for me, a perfume is more like how people will remember you. It's like when you die or when you're gone, it's how people will remember you. That's gonna be your smell. So you don't want it to be just another smell or just another perfume. You want it to be unique. You want it to be distinct. You want it to be just like you. The smell should be you. It must be really a trademark. And the final sample I have is Gris Dior. Okay, let's see. Let's put it here. Okay. Among the 3 perfumes I have, the samples, this is what I hate the most. It smells like salbutamol. It smells like medicine. Whenever I smell it, I laugh a lot because I can smell medicine. And I'm reminded of hospitals, pharmacy, mercury drug. Really, it smells like medicine. For me, let's read the website. Multifaceted Gris Dior is a subtle and elegant olfactory signature, an elegant fragrance that uninhibitedly combines heritage with a modern twist. Gris Dior is a fragrance that unfurls with citrus, top notes, enveloped in a floral accord and set against a backdrop of ambery moss. It's so floral. Why does it smell like wheat? It says here, Gris Dior is an intense fragrance that makes a strong, recognizable statement. Yes, it is a statement, in fact. It has a different smell, always with elegance and leaves a compelling trail. Okay, so overall, I must say that it's not something like this tapon. These perfumes are probably not yet the perfect match for me, at least. And what I like about it is that there's really a hint of elegance compared to Miss Dior and Jadot. You'll feel that even though it's very simple, there's really a hint of elegance in each bottle. I'm not really a fan of the other two scents. I know there's a Maison fragrance out there, and I'm not gonna stop because I want to have one. I want to get that box. And even though I got 3 already, I was able to try 3. I'm gonna ask for more. I'm gonna buy more soon from Aura so that I can try more perfumes. But I'm definitely gonna buy one soon. So far, these are the perfumes I got. And let's see. I'll update you guys. So just subscribe and wait for my next updates in the future if I'm able to buy my own Maison perfume. And at the same time, what scent will it be, right? But yes, I'm gonna aim to buy one simply because the ingredients and the elegance of the perfume is just something. It's like you feel like you're in France. And for some reason, the notes of the perfumes are way different compared to the other 2 perfumes that I have. But so far, I'm happy with my Miss Dior. I'm waiting for that day that Maison will actually capture my heart. So there you go. It's a long vlog. I discussed about my favorites from Dior, but actually those products are just half of my collection. I'm gonna show you more in the future. But for now, I hope to talk to you in the comment section and know what product are you interested in and what perfume do you have that actually makes you happy or giddy, or do you actually have a Dior perfume that is your current favorite at the moment? What makes you happy as of this time? Does a perfume also make you happy just like me? At the end of the day, I just hope that you're healthy, happy, and at peace. Before I leave you guys, of course, I'm gonna share with you my hashtag MissInformation Lessons. I just wanna share with you guys that God's will is bigger than whatever plans we have for ourselves or for our life. We might think that the enemy or other people can actually disrupt God's plans for us and God's perfect will for us, but no, nothing or no one is more powerful than God to actually stop or hinder him from accomplishing his perfect plans for our life. So if you feel disappointed, if you feel like nothing's happening in your life at the moment, and if you feel like there's nowhere to go, have faith. If you don't see anything happening in the physical world that we have, something is happening in the background. Behind the scenes, God is already intervening for you. So pray, work hard, and do what you have to do according to what God wants you to do. And just seek him first and everything else will follow. At the end of the day, it's not really about having what we want. It's about doing what God wants us to do. So just hold on to God's promises and have faith that God's perfect will always come to pass. No one and nothing can actually get it away from us. If it's meant for us, we will get it. So just work hard and keep on going. You'll have it soon. You'll have that breakthrough. And once you have that breakthrough, you also pay it forward and also help other people who actually needs your help. So just know that once you get to that point that all your prayers are answered, there's someone also who's praying for another breakthrough or for their own breakthrough. When you have the opportunity to bless other people, do it as well. Okay? So thank you for joining me again today. I hope to see you in my next video. God bless you guys. See you again next time. Bye. Thanks for watching this video. Sit back, relax, and watch more videos from us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Start out, guys.
Connect with me on Facebook, DM me on Instagram, or learn more about me on my blog, missinformation.blog. See ya!